Hey guys, Prepper Nurse One here. Today is Sunday, the 22nd of January, and it's a heat wave here in New York. It's 24 degrees, and we actually have the sun out. It's awesome. It's kind of sad when 24 is nice, um, but yeah, it's actually a really pretty day out. It's the sun's out, which is really nice. I went out and shoveled the driveway once again, but because we had more snow last night. But it's just been the winter that doesn't stop. I just saw the update. They did it on the news last night. Right now we're tied with the coldest January on record, and we're up to the fifth snowiest not January, February. I'm sorry. The fifth coldest February, or first coldest February. We're tied, and we are the fifth snowiest February on record. So we're getting both ends of it this year. We just had, like I said, the other night we were 7 below, and it broke the record, which was -3. So it really, by 4 degrees, it blew it out. So it's just been that kind of year. It's been crazy. But anyway, I wanted to do a quick video, and I don't know if this will be quick or not. Who knows? By the time I get done, I have a tendency to be long-winded. Talking about freedom. So I wanted to talk to you guys about freedom. What's your definition of freedom? Because, technically, no matter how independent we try to be, you're never going to be free, because you have to pay taxes, and you have to have, like, if you have a vehicle, you have to have car insurance. Now you're forced to have health insurance. So really, how free are you? What is your idea of freedom? So, but I want to talk about my idea of freedom, and I've with going off grid and not having a gas and electric bill, not having a water bill from the county, those type of things. To me, that's like my way of bucking the system, if you will, and in exerting my independence and my freedom. There's certain things we can never get away from, bills-wise. Like the taxes are still going to be there every year, and you have to pay your taxes, for your property. You have to, if you have a vehicle, you have to have car insurance. You pay, if you're buying gas, you're paying your gas tax. In New York State, we get really hammered with a really brutal gas tax up here. So, it never ends. There's tax on this, there's tax on that. It's ridiculous. Every time you turn around, they're hitting you up for something else, and then of course, then you have your fees. I just had to renew my nursing license, and so now it's good again for the next 4 years. But that was $73. So they're nickel and diming you to death every time you turn around. So, but the thing is, it's like if I can have that little semblance of freedom, and once we're down at the property, and I can grow some of my own crops and have some chickens and have my own eggs, and it just kind of that's my way of being free. Cutting down my expenses as much as I possibly can. Not having a car payment, not having a motorcycle payment. Those are are really cool things. Now I'll be honest with you. I want a brand new Harley or a brand new Indian. One of the two. I want to have a freaking new bike, but I have to be smart and I have to be realistic with some priorities. The priorities getting the property squared away first. So anyway, but I'm just curious. What is your idea of freedom? Because realistically, we're not free no matter what. So for me, I'm just trying to get my little piece of something, and do something to be as independent as possible, and to deconnect from the system as much as possible. So that I have that semblance of freedom. I know down there it's very peaceful for me, and that's a big part of it for me as well, is just not having a neighbor right up on top of me or right up my butt. So that's a huge thing for me. So that's freedom. Being in nature, and being out in the woods, that's freedom. So I just I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on what you think. What's freedom to you? What does it mean to you? And realistically, none of us are going to ever be free, unless you dropped off completely and didn't have a vehicle, but you'd still have to pay your taxes, if you want a piece of land. So you can't get away from it no matter what. So, but anyway, so that's a quick video on that, and I just wanted to get what your guys' thoughts were on what freedom is. Um, I still think that we're really fortunate in this country that we have a lot of freedoms that we do. I do think that they try to keep us under their thumb as much as possible, and that's kind of like that's why with what I'm going to be doing with moving off grid is my way of kind of bucking the system, if you will. It's my way of thumbing my nose and saying, "Yeah," you know. But not even having a gas and electric bill will make me really really happy, because I don't want to deal with that. I mean, I hate when I get the bill and I see taxes for this, taxes for that, the line charge, the miscellaneous charge every month. It's ridiculous. So I will not miss that bill. When we get down there, I have already told you guys before, we're not going to have regular cable anymore. We're just going to have the internet. So that'll cut down on that expense. So, there's ways to cut your expenses down so that it's not, killing you. Now, obviously, cell phone, I forgot about that. You got to have some way of communication. And I like having my cell phone, so I will not be giving up my cell phone. But so that's it. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh, and by the way, today is the Daytona 500, so go Ryan Newman, and I will actually even root for Jeff Gordon today because it's his last Daytona 500 as a full-time driver. I'm sure he'll be back riding in it again, but as a full-time driver, it's his last one, so I will even be pulling for Jeffy a little bit. So, but Ryan most of the way. So, anyway, you guys have a great one, and I will talk to you later. Prep Nurse 1 out for now.